All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the VALORANT Royal C Cup, part of the Ignition series brought to you by Epulze. 16 teams from across Asia have come together to fight for 25,000 US dollars, which is up for grabs. So you can check us out on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, all multiple languages. Check us out on Epulze Gaming. I'm the Hound. He's PlayOfTheJay, and we're back with more Valorant action. We're going up with MiTH, going up against only one word, Jay. So what do we have in store, and what do you think is waiting for us as the loading screen is loading up?
Well, this is going to be the decider match to see who is going to be making it through into the next stage. Now, of course, we'll have to see how the points are going to be working out, but only one word basically does need to win, and they need to decrease the round differential between the teams enough that they will be able to go through. But if MiTH wins the game or is able to take at least one of the maps, they are going to be able to make it through to the second round. So this is the ending of Group A's competition. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had 5 grueling games so far today. This is the final one, and we'll be able to see who comes out on top.
All right, so it's going to be split, our first map. So is there anything that needs to be taken into account going into split in terms of the map layout, in terms of the teams attacking and defending, any particular agents that could benefit from being picked on this map split?
I think the most important thing here is, of course, the fact that we did see a good performance come out from MiTH on this particular map in their previous series against Anbu. So that might be something that we're going to see the likes of only one word to try and take advantage of that, but we are about loading in. And I think when we look at MiTH's lineup here, it's exactly the same as what we saw in that particular game with the Reyna and also the Sage being brought here. So that could be very influential. OOW, they're gonna also be bringing the Reyna in a change of form, and we could be in for quite a bit of a treat here to start things off.
All right, very interesting start off here. Coming in from the side of OOW, they're going to be throwing out the track and trying to go to get as much information as they can. That goes to Shock Dart, will not be able to hit anything. I don't know whether or not that was from the Shock Dart or that could have been from an exchange. But we do see that there is a little bit of utility being spent onto the A side here, coming in from the side of OOW before they rotate onto B. So we do see that there is going to be a bit of a stack coming in, a 4-man stack for MiTH onto B. And I don't think this is going to be a very, very good start for them, because it's basically a meat grinder for them. There goes the Recon Bolt, and Recon Bolt's going to be destroyed, and it seems that they have got a little bit more of real estate that could be beneficial for them.
Oh, but now it looks like they're trying to get in on site, but the crossfire is good here between Darkus and you, and they're going to be able to get 2 of the players there. Pooh, one tap though, is going to get the kill first here, but he's going to get taken down straight away by you. And yeah, as you said, Hound, there was an incredible meat grinder situation, just not able to really deal with any of the players existing on site, just given the kind of utility that they have available. We don't see Rays being brought by either team, so that's definitely something to consider as well with this regard. And let's not forget the defenders. They did use the shock darts a little bit earlier on, so not able to utilize them at that stage of the game. But it's going to be 1-0 here towards OOW as they're going to take this one away here from MiTH.
I think this was a pretty good choice coming in from the side of OOW. The rotate onto B was a pretty good choice to make. Now that we're going to be watching onto the side of Hey-B, that is going to be holding on towards the A side here. We do see that there are a few trap wires that have been put down, and the rotate is going to be coming in from Hey-B, and this could be another B rush coming in from members of MiTH, and don't know whether or not they're going to commit to it, but there could be a possibility of them heading towards mid side and trying to conquer mid. I believe that the mid control is very paramount. We've seen it time and time again on split, so I think this could be the way to go. A lot of very slow walks here. Oh my goodness, the numbers are not in their favor. Boom boo Rapa taking down Rimzel, but Hey-B will be able to get the trade of 1-for-1, but it seems that it is going to be OOW that took a little bit more damage and a little bit more casualties in that exchange, Jay.
And of course, MiTH getting the initial pick. They're going to go all the way through here onto A site. And Jeff trying to do what he can. He's only able to take down one before he gets traded out. And now the plant is going to be going down here. It's a 3v2, but it's not in their favor. But Haby doesn't matter about that. And he's going to take down one. Getting stuck on top of the Sage wall. They're not going to be really working out too well. Now Darkus is the last surviving member. Does only have the ghost available to him. But trying to see if he can get a little bit of a peek here onto the remaining players. He's going to reveal himself there, and it's actually going to be a shotgun, I do believe here, which is being utilized by you, and that might be a little bit difficult for him to really work out, but he knows that he has the advantage here. He has the spike planted right in his face. Darkus, though, he's sticking it, and I'm not sure that this is exactly how he should be working it, and boom, Barappa here is able to take full advantage of that kind of situation available to him. MiTH are going to put one here back on the board, and we got ourselves a tied game.
Very nicely done there, coming in from MiTH as well as OOW. Both of them tried their level best to basically go for that plat and diffuse respectively, but it was OOW and the commitment towards getting that diffuse off. And I do have to give it off. I do have to tip my hat off towards MiTH, mainly because that they were able to basically get onto the site with relative, how to say, quite well, and were able to go for the plant, and that definitely worked out marvels for them. We do see now that there is going to be a big focus onto the mid side here. Boom, Barappa on the Omen may actually go onto the teleport, but no, decides to go for the smoke. And oh, some shots there coming in from a mailroom. Got to be very careful, as there is going to be a bit of a crossfire here coming up towards heaven. Could be a very interesting opportunity. Some shots there coming in. The shock dart goes off, and it seems that two members already from the side of MiTH have been taken down for the count. And we do see Boom Barappa carrying on to the spike, as well as taking a little bit of damage. Sage Wall has been dropped down, and it seems that it is going to be the B site where there is all the action.
Oh, and we see that the rotation coming here through the spawn side is necessary. Mushroom, though, is going to get one, and Boom Barappa is also going to be able to seal another one as they push on the site. The pillar player not being none the wiser here, and now it's going to be a little bit difficult for them to force themselves through this little choke point. Now, of course, we are getting a little bit of a rotation from the Jet player. It's going to be moving all the way down through the B main side of things, but it's going to have to be a very precarious retake. Currently, the positions here all set up, but we're already seeing that the Poo one tap is going to set up here in the corner. He's going to be able to take down one, and look at that team effort, each able to win their own solo fights there, and that's going to enable them to take yet another round on the board. And MiTH continuing to impress on their attacking rounds here on Split, and we've been saying it here on the cast that yeah, this is definitely going to be one of the more defender-sided maps, but they are looking well up to the task to get some at the expense of OOW.
Well, OOW definitely paying the price, competing against MiTH here. MiTH keeping up a very aggressive attacking style compared to some of the other teams that were playing on this map. So I do believe that this could actually work in their favor. Some really good smokes there. Boom Barappa will take down Rims. Rims has been Rimzel has been taken out for the count. Another one goes down for the side of Nugen onto you. Haby comes in with a very cheeky tap to the head for the side of Nugen. Mushroom has taken down Darkus as well, and we do see time and time again for the side of MiTH, they are going to be able to slash away onto the advantages that is OOW and their numbers.
Yeah, just mowing them down here, taking the mid control, maybe a little bit too overzealous, pushing out there into the open, and B-side is going to be left open to them. And yeah, just the one player here, and yeah, after that first round win, things have really gone south here for the likes of OOW. Boom Barappa is going to be able to claim another one here, as he's going to spot him out coming out from the sewer side. So wonder how they're going to be changing things up now. Of course, that was going to be a little bit on the more economical side in that previous round, but we could be seeing a little bit more of an even matchup here from OOW.
Well, OOW now could actually be poised to try to steal away the lead, try to curtail the lead that is being built from the side of MiTH. But looking at how MiTH has been playing, it all revolves around the mid-side control. We do see now that smokes have been turned out. Some wall bangs there being attempted. Boom Barappa will be able to take down Heibi, and it seems that there is going to be more problems exacerbating itself for the side of MiTH. Spike carrier has been taken down by NewGen. Not only one, but takes down two. Mushroom apparently took down Boom Barappa for some reason. Don't know how that happened off our view, but we shall see how this is going to transpire for members of OOW, and it doesn't seem good for them considering that now B-side is under the full control of MiTH. 5 members in their pockets.
And right now, this retake, it looks very ill-fated here. They're actually going to push through the smoke there and catching Darkus off guard, but not before he's able to actually get the shock dart kill there onto Mushroom. There's going to still be additional trades, but at the end of the day, MiTH just really running away with that. And we're seeing a lot of these engagements being taken by OOW, which they have not really, come up with a more coherent idea of how they want to try and trade out these individual members, and they lose out to these individual gunfights as a result. So when it comes to that final take on to B site, the numbers advantage very stacked in the favor of MiTH, and there's just not a lot that they can do, and they're kind of resigned to having to employ that kind of a defense that we just saw.
Well, we do see that now that we are looking from the side of MiTH, they are going to be pushing onto the mid-side again. Mid-side control is definitely something that they really need to have here. It does open up quite a bit of options for them to rotate from one spot to the other, whether it's to A or to B. But we do see that members of OOW right now are having quite a bit of hard times here. Hard times are definitely in this favor of MiTH, considering that all the pushes are working in their favor. I don't think this is going to be a very wise choice here, considering that the wall has been opened up, and oh my goodness, it seems that all 4 members already have come into the side of B here, and this could be an opportunity for the side of MiTH to just get ahead even more. There goes a Hunter's Fury right now. NewGen Poo 1 tap, being able to take him down. Darkus gets one up with the Poo 1 tap. Nicely done, and NewGen goes down for Rimzel. Goes on to Rimzel, but we do see Jeff was able to take down one for himself as well. We do see that coming in for the side of OOW, quite a bit of challenges here awaits them to take.
Oh, and with only the 1 player left remaining, he's really got his work cut out for him. Not really sure that there's a whole lot that he can do. It's just trying to see if he can get a lucky poke, but right now, 3 players left on site. Going to be able to deliver it here for MiTH. That's a 5th round on the board from them. And honestly, the kind of conditioning that MiTH has been able to, put onto the likes of OOW has forced them to believe that they're going to go for this very solid mid push, which OOW is not going to be able to stop unless they have the numbers. And they actually had everyone stacked up in mailroom and also in vents, and that was going to allow them to go for that B main push through garage. And now we're already seeing them starting to employ something similar here and going through the A main side of things. And no, it doesn't look as though they're going to catch him off guard just yet here at the start. And Jeff going to be able to get the first pick.
Nicely done for Jeff to take down that first blood here. It's going to work out wonders inside OOW. We do see that NewGen right now coming in. Nicely done towards Jeff. A little bit of sharp tips towards him, and he is going to be taken down for the count here. We do see more members of OOW responding towards this with the rotate, but it seems that the timing for the side of MiTH is just a lot higher and better towards them. So we do see that the spike has been planted for the side of MiTH, and it's going to be at the A site. So there we do see that Rims is going to be coming from ramps as well as main here. Going to come out through that long corridor. Is going to be very careful indeed before he gets taken down for the count here. We do see that NewGen right now is just really hovering on the sidelines.
This retake though is not really working well in terms of the number of angles, but there is going to be a couple of trades here. But now it's still going to be difficult. He managed to get one back, but it's not before one trades back. But he's trying to shoulder the entire effort here, but it's not going to escape NewGen. NewGen is going to be able to get a 3K there. And again, looks like MiTH, another successful round plant there. Though
Very, very unfortunate for the side of OOW. However, it seems that MiTH is coming up with the good strategies that are putting OOW into a very, very tough predicament. We do see that coming in for the side of MiTH, they are going to be relegated towards getting that mid control, and I would like to see OOW play a little bit more aggressively in terms of them trying to catch members of MiTH taking up that mid control. And as I've said it already, we do see members of OOW right now adjusting their strategies, but they've got to be careful that they don't get picked off here. We do see Rims right now trying his best to go for the shoulder peaks here. Goes for the Leer. Will he be able to get it? Nicely done onto one, and Newgen has been taken down for the count as well. We do see that members OOW's EU are going to be moving up towards the side here, so it could be an opportunity for them to actually push out towards members of MiTH and push back and curtail this pressure that is being applied from the side of MiTH towards OOW.
So losing Newgen has really forced them to reevaluate how they want to push this, and look at the rotations pulling in the defenders here towards that mid side, and gonna still be stacking up here, but now they got to know that something's afoot, and we're already seeing that the
30
fast
seconds
rotation coming out here. Boom Barappa and company are going to be moving through a side, and I think with the destroyed tripwire they should surely know about this. We're seeing a little bit of a delayed rotation over here. Of course, we do see that Jeff is likely to be checking out for any lurkers that are going to be coming in from the side of MiTH, but now plan is down, and they are taking up the more comprehensive positions here, but Pooh is going to be able to catch the would-be flanker here from Suicide.
Very nicely done there, coming in from the side of MiTH to be able to catch members of OOW trying to come out from behind. Very good, very nice indeed, coming in from Boom Barappa with a 3-man kill with some really good reactions.
It's just really allowing him to elevate himself above the competition, and now MiTH really firmly in the driver's seat, as really turning these split games we've been having today on their head. Attacker's getting the better of exchanges here, but now you looking to try and get his own, and looks like he's going to take down Mushroom, and Ill-Fate did push through the dark cover.
Very nicely done there from the side of OOW to not only get that down and out, but also being able to get himself a weapon as well. Haby right now spots out members of MiTH. Could be an opportunity for OOW to be very sneaky indeed here. There goes one, there goes two! Oh, Haby, you sneaky person, you.
Oh, and yeah, you gotta really be thankful to have stop, but I think that's going to be a little bit of a template for the likes of OOW to follow. But yeah, unfortunately for them, MiTH, they're going to change things up yet again.
MiTH plan to change this up. We do see operators being picked up on the side of OOW, and oh my goodness, this could be an A rush here. Very, very dangerous indeed, as we do see a very aggressive A rush. And the Leer has come down, and we do see Boom Barappa will be able to take down Darkies as well as Rimzel. And Jeff has been taken down by separate members of MiTH. We do see OOW right now bleeding out in terms of numbers, but it's going to be you that gets taken down by Boom Barappa. And look at that, a flawless round being shown for the side of MiTH. What has OOW done? Awoken a dragon? I think so, because MiTH is beginning to show their fangs.
Oh, and they are looking absolutely ferocious here. Well, if we are going to go down one round, we're going to get at least a few back in return. And now with that scoreline, A2 really showing off the fragging prowess. But Boom Barappa, he's continuing to rise tall here for the likes of MiTH. 18-5. That is absolutely insane so far. But I mean, like, the rest of his teammates are not doing too badly as well. But yeah, he's really been shouldering quite a bit of the burden here.
Alright, got to be careful. Haby right now trying to be very cheeky with his shots here. But it's got to be careful that mid has been taken control of. Upper mid as well. has been smoked up pretty hard, as we do see that Sewers right now going to be rotating members of MiTH onto the other side, which is going to be A. So I do think that this is going to be a very, very good spot for them to actually go for. And this could actually open up quite a bit of opportunities, but they have to go through quite a bit of utilities here, as we do see one member of the side of OOWU is going to be holding on towards the A side here. Does see about a few here, at least a lot of these players coming in, and he is just trying to bide his time here, trying to get as much information as he can. Some of the shots coming through, but Poo One Tap will be able to take him down. There goes the Sage Wall in that particular spot, and will deny some of the long range shots that could be a threat towards members of MiTH.
This post-plant situation just looking, again, going to be incredibly difficult for OOW. Not sure what Jeff and Rimzel here are going to be able to do. They only have very minimal weaponry and almost no HP left here on Jeff to speak of. And yeah, I think they have to really just go back to the drawing board if they want to be able to get anything from this, because I'm not sure if they're going to be able to have the same level of attacking prowess when they switch sides, and this could be a very quick win here from MiTH, and exactly what they needed to continue their ascent. Now Mugen, he is going to be able to take down Jeff, and it's not looking too good for the outcome of this match, and that's going to be another one wrapped up here nicely with a pretty little roll by MiTH.
Very nice bow tied up for the side of MiTH to end that round 9-2, and it seems that the streak is going to continue for the side of MiTH if they keep this up. I do believe that this is going to be imperative for members of OOW to actually pick up the slack a little bit and try to bring the fight towards members of MiTH. But we've seen it time and time again that members of OOW tried to bring the fight towards MiTH, and they ended up scraping the floors basically with those attempts. So they've got to be very wary on how they do that. Oh, as you can see already, MiTH giving the operator shot off and does not want to allow anyone from OOW to try to get across from B there. So I do believe that this could be an opportunity for them to actually re-rotate onto mid, and this could also open up A for them, considering that A is relatively empty aside from that one lone Cypher.
A little bit of mind games there from the Omen of You, as now it's going to prevent Eugen from wanting to step into inside garage in case the Omen has actually teleported over to the Cubby side. But they are going to be focusing here on that mid control before. Now they're going to actually be having a little bit more of a focus onto garage. Now you can already see that OOW, despite having the Sova on the board, they haven't been able to gather too much info, but this now might actually give way to a little bit more of a rotation onto the B side, given that they didn't detect anything with the recon bolt. And now we can already see his paranoia gonna actually blind all of the players here and really stunting the progress from this push, but they're still gonna come through with the Sage Wall. Rimzel here is gonna be able to get the first kill here onto Boom Barappa, and they're still moving through the smoke. The blind shot coming out from you. Rimzel picks up a second of the engagement, and now there's only left one player here from MiTH. It's actually going to be backing out, and this is exactly what they need to get back on track. Rimzel, he's going to pick up a 3K on the round, and that's going to be at the expense of One Tap.
Very nicely done here, coming in from the side of OOW. That's what they need to do. They need to consider putting MiTH in a situation where it favors OOW rather than taking some of these fights and defending the situations that MiTH want to defend, that MiTH want to attack into. So I do believe that OOW does have quite a good opportunity here to basically control a little bit of the tempo, but it could be very interesting to note that now that the sides have been swapped and it's going to be pistol rounds, who wins these next 2 to 3 rounds is going to be determining factor of whether or not it's going to be a close round or whether or not it's going to be a relative stomp coming in from MiTH.
Yeah, and this is gonna be really setting the pace here for the rest of the stages here. OOW definitely want to hit the ground running just as MiTH did in the first half, but now you can see a push here moving in, but the Love family here is going to be able to take down Habi as he's coming up the A ramps. Not going to be able to get him. Rotation coming out from the Heaven side down towards screens. We have all the players here from OOW going to be already on site, getting the plan down, but this retake might be deadly. 5 players still available here for the side of MiTH. They might be able to to get some of those good shots and maneuvers around here through the main site. They are going to move in here. They're going to spot out Darkest straight away. He goes down. They are going to repel the attack though onto the screen side, and 3 players going to fall. Now there's only 1 left here. Who one tap is the only one to try and pull it out from the jaws of defeat, but it's not going to happen. OOW is going to be able to claim the pistol round, and this could be exactly what they need to really try and fight back here in this tie, despite the fact that they are going to be on the attacking side.
Exactly what the doctor ordered, but oh my goodness, am I seeing what I'm seeing? Are those boomsticks, Buckies coming in from the side of MiTH? I think all of them. I don't know whether this is a strat or a meme, Jay.
Well, we did see them in match number 1, and to a certain extent they did have some effect, but we saw them in the second game as well. It's not going to work out in this one here. Blue one tap and B-Love family are going to go down straight away, and wow, look at the push coming in here from OOW, and now they are going to be in with a little bit of a fortune, and they're going to be able to get a second successive plant down. But of course, we did see Mushroom able to get a shotgun kill herself.
Mushroom, the only exception to the rule, of course, but we do see that OOW right now playing it very, very cheeky indeed here. Ooh, very nicely done onto Boomburapa here, as we do see that more and more of them are being a lot. Oh, and it seems that this could be a save here coming in. Oh, there goes one, but nope, it's not gonna be enough, as Rimzel will take down Mushroom. Very, very unfortunate coming in from the side of MiTH. The Bucky strat is not going to be working for them, unfortunately, but could it be that they're going to go for it again, though?
Yeah, and we can already see one being bought here, and I'm not sure, you know, how many of them are going to buy in the end. Now, of course, Mushroom did try to steal the Phantom, so they did make some progress towards, you know, using different weaponry available to them, but still, there's going to be New Gen here hanging out on the vent side of things, and see whether it can continue to slow things down mid. But we haven't seen a lot of mid play coming out from OOW. It's been all A every day here, and now they're already gonna get a little bit more information here. But Havy here is gonna be able to catch up the lone player on the B side, gonna create space there and draw the defenders away here. They're trying to actually push onto the A side at the same time, however.
Alright, we do see now that coming in from Darkest, going to go with the Shock Bolt. Will not be able to hit anything. There is going to be a bit of a focus here coming in from the side of OOW towards the B side of New Gen right now. Opening it up and saying, hey, there is an... Oh my goodness! New Gen coming in from the back and slaying Darkest with a shot in the back. And he's definitely to blame. Man, oh man, that was just something that... I felt that was just when you see something close like that happen to you, you just kick yourself. You just kick yourself all the time. Oh,
that looked like an execution right there, and they're gonna be able to get that one. But the spike is not in their possession, and we're actually seeing that U is going to be traversing all the way over to B site, get the plant down, and now look at these positions that are being set up by Rimzel. And of course, this is not something that they want to push into, but yeah, they got to try and save the weapons as best as they can. Havy, though, is actually going a little bit proactive, and oh no, he's heading towards the shotgun, and oh, he's actually able to get one over them. The triple kill gonna be closed out here by Havy, and adding insult to injury to MiTH, and again, the shotgun's not panning out 2 rounds in a row.
Not panning out at all for MiTH, and it seems that we are going to go back towards our default buy states coming in from MiTH, and hopefully their luck will improve over time here. We do see that economy level that is coming in from the side of OOW is definitely improving by quite a high margin, but looking at MiTH right now, it's slowly coming to fruition that members of OOW are catching up.
And they're doing it by stacking more on A side, more than not so far that we've seen in these rounds, but they're not going to be too aggressive straight off the bat here. They're going to start rotating a couple of players here from the sewer side and just offer a little bit more presence in the middle of the park. But now they are going to try and go for that concerted push. Sage going to be watching things here from B Heaven, actually going to be putting up that preemptive wall with the nerf. You have to kind of do that, but oh, you know, it's like New Gen taking advantage, able to get the 2K there. and Rimzel finally able to trade it back, but damage is done. This is going to be a man advantage, definitely in MiTH's favor, and with the wall still in place, they're rotating around to the other side. Pooh one tap is going to be able to shut down Jeff, and it's looking a little bit more dire for OOW. They look set to lose their first round here on the attacking side.
Very unfortunate for the side of OOW here. Could be an opportunity for the side of MiTH to scramble the economy. Not to say scramble the economy, to scramble the cadence
30 seconds
which
left.
OOW has been playing at. They are playing at a pretty good pace here in the attacking rounds. However, it seems that MiTH right now is pretty much adamant at controlling the situations. But we do see there has been a plant there. Pooh one time goes for the Lear. Will he be able to take down anyone? Buburapa will be able to take down Rimzel, but Darkies takes down Buburapa, and it's going to be 1-1. One tap takes him down. Will be able to get the defuse without much struggle in this turn, and it seems that the defenders, MiTH, are going to get closer and closer to victory with this win.
And that is their first win on the defensive half, and it's come at a great time here. Going to pile more pressure back onto OOW at this very awkward juncture, and you always see your opponent on the double digits in terms of round wins, and you're going to be sweating under the collar. But let's not forget, despite the fact that it was a round win for MiTH, they only had one surviving player, so very expensive round for them. You can still see that their economy is not looking too good. Full buy, again, going to be coming out from OOW, and they're still stacking here on the A side.
Very nicely done here, coming in from the side of MiTH, and as well OOW stacking towards the A side. A little bit of extended fight there, but Pooh one tap will be able to walk away from it. Rimzel right now takes down the Love family. Very nicely done to get that trade. However, we do see that the resurrection is going to come in from the side of MiTH, keeping them the man advantage.
Oh, but they're starting to press forward here. Yu is going to be able to spray through the smoke here, and Nugent going to be biting the dust here. It's a 3-on-4 situation. The Love family taking down Darkest. They are trying to get a bit more angles here from the Heaven side of things. There's a player in Hell that could offer a little bit more of a sticky point here, but there's going to be the ramps present extinguish here. Rimzel biting the dust. There is going to start to be a slow envelop here, but they are running out of time. Currently, the screens push is coming here, but Jeff, he's going to be good. He's going to take down 2. He's not going to be able to take down the 3rd. Mushroom here coming in for the defuse, and not too certain. Should have enough time to work with MiTH. Gonna get consecutive round wins, and they needed that. Their economy would have been in tatters otherwise.
Yeah, economy is very important, especially in a first-person shooter game like this, whereby your loadout is very important indeed, as well as the utilities that you bring out. So, hats off to MiTH for being able to salvage and get themselves out from a very tight spot, whereas OOW right now is definitely feeling the pressure here, as MiTH is going to be pushing on towards, as MiTH is going to be giving quite a more spread out spot. But what's really interesting is the fact that when you look at B, very proactive indeed in terms of the Omen pushing it out and may actually go for a long range look. We do see that A right now is going to be where all of the action is going to be. We do see that the Love family was able to take down AB. Position has been revealed for the side of OOW, and it's going to be a very tough time for the side of MiTH and for the side of OOW to actually get back into it. We do see that there is going to be a bit of a retake situation here coming in for the side of MiTH. 2 for 2, as both of them are going to be fighting it out, but they've got to be very wary that they don't get spotted out. Oh! Jeff on Bao will be able to take down Mushroom, and Darkest will be able to take down Buburapa and get a little bit more of a credits as well. OOW with the much needed win.
Mushroom getting a little bit too over anxious in the screen's position right there. Actually just had to really just watch the angle, not give away too much position. Of course, when you start firing a little bit more, then that's going to, of course, allow Darkest to know that it's going to be open to shoot him. No, sorry, actually it's going to be Jeff. But I think when you know, they know that the plant hasn't gone down, they don't have to really try and rush it too much. The onus is definitely going to be onto OOW, and in turn, they're going to be able to take the round. And surprise, surprise, they're moving through the A main side of things yet again, but it's only pistols here for MiTH. They're trying to do what they can, but the Love family, he's going to be the first to fall behind the default position, and now with the dark cover all onto the screens, it's going to be a little bit difficult here, but Pooh one tap is ready. The shotguns are out once again. Eugen gets one here, and might see another one coming here pretty soon from the Reyna.
Very nicely done here for the side of MiTH, trying to be able to get some advantages in this situation, and it seems that OOW already has lost one man as well as MiTH, so there's going to be more multiple layers being thrown out from the side of MiTH to be able, from the side of OOW, from the side of OOW to basically get off, but Pooh one tap getting off that beautiful headshot onto Haby, but it's going to be OOW that walks away the winner in this 19th round, Jay.
And then looking at this comeback is real, coming out from only one word, and it's always been A as well. You know, there's been not much. Well, I mean, there's certain bits of creativity that we did see in some of the earlier rounds, but by large and by far, I think they've been really trying to push this weakness being shown by MiTH Attitude. They haven't been able to put a stop to any of these pushes here, and now they have waited 3 players down the A side. 2 tripwires going to be expended here onto that A main side, but it can easily be cleared by Darkus with his shock dart.
Well, we do see that coming in from the side of MiTH, they are going to be hunkered down quite aggressively towards the A side here. We do see that one member of MiTH is still over towards B, as we do see that the rotation is going to be coming in, and we do see Hunt's Fury there coming off towards members of MiTH. Not a very good start for members of MiTH, as OOW right now poised to take away another win, their 9th win of the 20th round here, and this could be of the 19th round, excuse me. This could be a very, very good way for members of OOW to actually even out the playing field and level it out. But Rimzel right now taking out Mushroom has been taken out by Rimzel. Very nicely done here as Rimzel looking towards getting some of these exchanges and trying to benefit his team overall, as they are going to be on the defensive side, whereas members of MiTH are going to be the ones that have to be proactive and steal it away. But it might not be the case here, as both of them are looking to save.
Right now, probably Mushroom could have been, you know, taking a little bit more of a passive position to catch exit kills, for example. But yeah, really throwing away the weapon there and giving the ult point, of course, to OOW. Now, they are still in the lead, but it's only by 2 points. So every little bit is going to matter quite significantly here. Now, of course, they do have a semi-decent buy here. It's still going to be a little bit stretched. We're actually seeing Vila family resorting to taking a judge here, and they're looking to get all up close and personal. They know that the adjustments are going to be made here by MiTH, and they're going to really try and take advantage of that. But yeah, we're not actually seeing the Darkus clear out the utility. Let's see if he's going to be changing things up now.
Well, we'll have to wait and see how that's going to be working out on the side of MiTH. It doesn't seem really good, the fact that members of OOW were able to steal 3 away from the side of MiTH. And look at that, 2 members already down from the count. The family will be able to take up quite a bit here. And MiTH, from out of nowhere, 3 kills for the Love family. The judge is the jury, is the executioner in this situation, Jay.
Oh my goodness, MiTH, they are the team that we're going to be associating shotguns with the most, I think, throughout this tournament. As you know, that multi-kill there was absolutely sublime, really cleaning house, and that has actually changed their approach now for OOW. We see that MiTH now on map point. They have to try and defend this, but it's going to be a potential split push here. 3 players stacked up on the garage side, and are actually going to get the first pick here. Pooh one tap, not conditioned to actually facing any opponents there. It's going to be in a bit of a predicament. Mushroom actually rotating over and getting the wall up in time, but yeah, we're not seeing any lightning pushes coming out from OOW.
I would like to see OOW right now be a little bit more proactive in terms of taking advantage of the one man down that MiTH is experiencing right now, this could be an opportunity for them to basically even out. And excuse me, this could be an opportunity for them to just be very sneaky about it and be able to move through. But I do like the fact that the Sage on the side of MiTH was able to close down that entryway with a barrier orb from towards into B side, excuse me. So that actually takes away quite a bit of options for the side of OOW.
New Gen, he's not fooled. He's going to hang out here, but he's got 2 players to worry about. He couldn't decide who to hit here with the Blade Storm, and he's not going to get either of them, but it doesn't matter here. We're still going to be having 3 more players here, all pushing there onto B site. They're going to be able to take that. And we're seeing quite the comeback coming out here. And of course, with their backs against the wall, the Ela family here is going to be able to change to the Vandal just in the nick of time. And just going to be saving the off here, but not getting away here. Rimzel is going to punish him, and he's going to be able to pick it up himself. So this is OOW, and could we be heading towards our first overtime game? Only 2 points away here for OOW.
Very interesting indeed here, coming in for MiTH. Considering that they lost that one out, this is going to be a very interesting game. One mistake from OOW could be the determining factor in this situation. When we look at MiTH right now, they have done everything right. Not to say everything right, excuse me, let me rephrase that. They've done quite a lot of things right to be able to get that 12 points that they have so hardly earned. However, looking at how OOW has been operating, Boom Barappa will be able to take down Heibi now, and we do see that that's going to be a very, very good start on the side of MiTH. MiTH right now with the 5-man advantage compared to the 4-man that OOW possesses is going to feel a little bit of fire underneath their feet.
But the man advantage is going to be stacked over here on the A side. 4 players. Now we are seeing Mushroom starting to move over towards B. Now they did of course lose their player here on the B side, but they are going to be seeing about stacking up here. But Boom Barappa, he's going to be wise of this. Paranoia coming out. He's going to actually get all of them. He gets the double kill straight off the back. Now only 2 players trying to push through here, but Yu is going to be able to take it down. But it's 2 on 4, 1 on 4, and looks like the shotgun here is going to have the final say. Mushroom cleaning house, and OOW with their comeback. It's not meant to be, as MiTH is going to be able to take this 13-10.
Well, it's a very, very unfortunate. For those of you who love comebacks, it's rather unfortunate to note that members of OOW will not be able to realize the comeback, whereas MiTH, though they had some moments that were a little bit heart-stopping for them, and that were pretty close to ending their reign at winning this game, I feel like it wasn't meant to be for the side of OOW. However, I think we still have one more final game left after this, our last game of the day, and I guess that's going to be enough from me, Hound, and him, PlayOfTheJay. We are going to pass it off towards our analyst panel. Take it away, guys.